With HyoYeon releasing Deep and aespa releasing Girls, people have been seeing just how exactly HyoYeon got involved in Kwangya and what her role in this world is. And as it turns out, she's actually the villain in this whole thing. Why did she become a villain though? Well, let's get into it. HyoYeon finally has a role in Kwangya, and it's that of the villain according to the latest story update, which was surprising in the first place. No, not that she would be a villain, but that she'd be a part of the MCU storyline. In August of last year, a fan had told her, "HyoYeon Uni, don't go to Kwangya," to which she responded, "Not sure what you're talking about," insinuating that she didn't know about Kwangya's past that SM had already fed their other artists. This doesn't seem to be the case though, as HyoYeon's latest release D paints her as another villain in the Kwangya, probably a rival to the Black Mamba or its left hand. In the Deep music video, you can see many hints at the story that's about to unfold. The place that's behind HyoYeon and Honey J is called Arachne. When HyoYeon enters the building, the interior is covered with spiderwebs and captured prey. The outfits that HyoYeon and Honey J are wearing are also very reminiscent of spiders. But who is Arachne? Well, in Greek mythology, Arachne was so skilled in weaving that she boasted about it non-stop. This angered Athena, who challenged her in a weaving contest. Athena weaved 4 scenes in which the gods punished the humans that dared to think of themselves as being equal to gods, and Arachne weaved scenes in which gods hurt humans. Athena got even angrier when Arachne's work turned out better than Athena's, so she turned her into a spider and condemned her to weave for eternity. But how does this connect to the Kwangya storyline, and how does that make HyoYeon a villain if in Greek mythology, Arachne is portrayed as a victim of Athena? There have been rumors going around that the villain in the second season of the Kwangya storyline would no longer be the Black Mamba, but a spider, or more specifically, the Black Widow. It is said that the second episode is the last time that the aespa members would be fighting Black Mamba, as a new villain would be introduced in the Kwangya universe. To add to the theory, the thumbnail for aespa's SMCU Episode 2 teaser has webs all over it, which can be SM's way of showing that HyoYeon has already started taking control over Kwangya. If HyoYeon is really the personification of Arachne, then she could be seeking revenge and destroying everything that stands in her way. But why is she fighting with aespa if it's someone else that wronged her? After all, aespa are just trying to save their world from Black Mamba and all the evil that puts them at risk. There are several theories about this. One theory is that Black Mamba wasn't even defeated like the aespa girls think. They think that they beat the Black Mamba in the Savage music video, as shown at the end where they tried to destroy the snake by shooting it in its eye. The Black Mamba appears again in the girls' music video, and it ends up perishing in the end. But what if this wasn't the end of the Black Mamba? I mean, we didn't technically see the girls fight the villain directly, only when it disappeared at the end. Though, what if Black Mamba wasn't defeated, but just transformed into another creature? I don't think I have to tell you what the Black Mamba turned into. In HyoYeon's music video for Deep, it also shows how the Black Mamba transformed into the spider as HyoYeon sings, "New sensations awaken me, rebound." With these lyrics, she means that instead of being defeated, she's given another chance to be the villain. She's also reminiscing of the time she met the aespa members in the past, specifically Karina. In Deep, HyoYeon says, "Sharp rising above water, your eyes will soon find me." How is this related to Karina, you might ask? In the first episode of the SMCU, Karina rises above the water and is met with Black Mamba. This may also mean that even though the Black Mamba changed its form, it still has control over Karina. In one of the teaser pictures for Life's Too Short, Karina is wearing a black shirt that resembles a spider web. There's also a pattern of all the main dancers in SM Entertainment having a villain role in Kwangya. Red Velvet Seulgi is suspected to be helping the Black Mamba, Taemin may be the one behind all of this mess that's going on in Kwangya, Karina is being controlled by the Black Mamba, and well, now we have HyoYeon who's helping Black Mamba by turning into a villain herself. Another proof of HyoYeon being the Black Mamba who's just disguising herself as the spider is the end of the Deep music video. At the end, HyoYeon had a close-up shot of her eyes, which is suspiciously similar to Black Mamba's eye color in the Savage music video when aespa tried to defeat it. In addition to this, Deep has an Illusion version, which is also the title of one of the aespa tracks, and in general, Illusion plays a big part in the storyline. In the very first verse of aespa's Illusion, they sing, "Look at you, walking faster. Look at me, it stimulates curiosity. Look at them, unrecognizable distance." The first line refers to aespa trying to attack HyoYeon. In the second line, it insinuates that aespa are curious about who HyoYeon really is since they think that they already defeated the Black Mamba. The third line talks about how eyes are actually unable to help aespa in their fight against HyoYeon as they can't connect with them. Also, at the end of the Savage music video, there's a sticky substance that's getting closer and closer to the girls, while in Deep, HyoYeon is seen dragging a body around that's wrapped on her webs. This indicates that she succeeded in convincing aespa that she is not Black Mamba by using illusions. The illusions are used in episode 2 of the SMCU as well. The aespa members deal with their insecurities, which come to them as illusions. Thankfully, the girls come out victorious from the whole thing, but it was still obviously an attempt to weaken the members and make them give up the fight. So knowing that Arachne has the power to make others believe something else and to alter reality, I think it's safe to say that it's going to be quite difficult for the aespa members to defeat her. So how they plan to save Kwanya from her is yet to be seen, but all I can say is they better come up with a good plan and they better do it soon because HyoYeon looks like she's here to stay. But this isn't the only theory concerning HyoYeon's role in Kwanya and how she became the villain in the first place. Another theory suggests that HyoYeon is just a victim of the Black Mamba. Maybe the snake realized that the aespa members could actually defeat it, so the Black Mamba needs to enlist the help of someone else in the battle against the members. So is it possible that the villain possessed HyoYeon, turned her into Arachne, and then tried to use her in the fight against aespa? This would not make HyoYeon technically a villain, but just a puppet under Black Mamba's control. This can be best seen at the last shot of Deep when HyoYeon's eyes turn red. Maybe this was Black Mamba's plan all along. Maybe it's just trying to turn the other SM artists on its side one by possessing them and getting them to defeat aespa. Since there are so many artists that have yet to be properly introduced to the Kwanya universe, we don't know what their fate is going to be, but as long as Black Mamba is alive and free, there's a big possibility that they might be affected by the poison and illusion of Black Mamba. The last theory actually involves Taeyeon. Yes, I did say that there are so many artists that haven't yet been introduced into the storyline, but it looks like Taeyeon is not one of them. She has given no indication of her involvement, but that's what theories are for, right? I explained in the beginning that Arachne is part of Greek mythology and that HyoYeon is obviously rebelling against the gods for punishing her and turning her into a spider. So what if HyoYeon's rival in the Kwanya universe isn't aespa, but actually Taeyeon? If you remember, Taeyeon had a comeback back in October titled I Envy You. While the music video itself didn't have a set storyline, the way Taeyeon was styled resembled that of the Greek goddess Artemis, who is the goddess of the hunt, the moon, and chastity. Even though Artemis is not responsible for what happened to Arachne, she's still a goddess, and in Arachne's eyes, all immortals do is hurt human beings. And since Arachne can't directly hurt Athena, she's planning on taking revenge on the other goddesses. This might also be where the other Girls' Generation members come in. As all Soul Ones know, Girls' Generation are called goddesses of sound, which may also be a hint to their roles in the SMCU. Yuna and Yuri might make an appearance in the storyline as other goddesses who will be going against HyoYeon while the other aespa members fight against the Black Mamba. Or maybe the other members will join aespa in defeating Black Mamba and Arachne and free Kwanya from the evil that's surrounding it. Though this theory suggests that HyoYeon is not exactly evil, just seeking revenge on those who have wronged her. For all we know, she might just be focused on fighting Taeyeon and the other gods, but might help aespa to defeat Black Mamba. As of now, there is no clear indication that might suggest that HyoYeon is set on fighting aespa, just that she was wronged by Athena and that she wants to get back at her for turning her into a spider. aespa did nothing wrong to her, and as soon as they don't get in the way of her revenge plan, HyoYeon has no reason to go against them. In fact, she might even help them. But since Deep is the only HyoYeon music video which connects to Kwanya, it's too early to be certain about her place in the SMCU. So let's wait and see. Do you have a theory on why HyoYeon turned into the SMCU villain? Share them in the comments. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!